Can the visitors silence the home crowd very early on, perhaps, as they look to try and get themselves on the ball? That's a neat little flick, and Jan Kukta is after it. And that's a great cross and a big opportunity for Kazim Lanchi. And he got his head to it, but could not divert it on target. And that was very nearly the worst possible start for Galatasaray. On the retreat, got to be careful with Adam Karabec in close attention. Nelson sold short by the pass, and a real opportunity here, and a good save by Muslera. Galatasaray bailed out by their goalkeeper, but it goes down as a big missed opportunity. Kutlu. Touched by Icardi again. It's Kerem Demirbay. Plenty of time to drive on Demirbay! Goalkeeper beaten at the near post, and Galatasaray lead, and the Ali Sami Yenspor Complexi roars with delight. There was a big gap for Demirbay to race into. Sørensen just didn't come across, though that said, the goalkeeper will feel that he should have done far better than that. Kukta, and now Kairanen. He's pulled it back to Kukta. Oh, and he couldn't direct it beyond Muslera. Good handling from the goalkeeper, but should he even have had the opportunity to make a save? Sørensen. There's a clever pass to Birmancevic, who goes for it! And it's not too far wide of Muslera's post. And a vicious swerving strike. Too much bend on it in the end. It's Kaan Kairanen to deliver. It's spun off the head of Icardi. Preciado! What a goal! It's a wonder strike from Angelo Preciado. Like an arrow into the bottom corner, through the legs of Sanchez. Goalkeeper no chance. Angelo Preciado with just his second goal for Sparta Praha. It is a very special one. It's Reinisch who has been yellow carded for that challenge on Kaan Ayhan. Dries Mertens with the free kick, a brilliant delivery, and Icardi with the flying header. The sort of chance upon which he thrives. Galatasaray should be back in front. And that's slipped through to Icardi, who's through! Off the post! And Krejci having to scramble to try and get it away, and that was certainly a risky challenge, but the referee says no penalty. Icardi off the post. Again, a golden chance for him. And then was there anything in this challenge from the captain, Krejci, on Yilmaz? And he promised a performance worthy of the Galatasaray supporters, worthy of the name of the club. And they have created, since the scores were drawn level, and it's come to Icardi again. Mertens goes for it, deflected in! Mertens had a go, and Galatasaray are back in front! Mertens took a swerving shot that certainly took a deflection off the captain Krejci, the completely wrong-footed Lindahl. And the game in many ways mirroring the pattern of the first half. And here's an opportunity again, and Nelson has been penalised here, and he could be in trouble as well. It's a red card for Victor Nelson for the challenge on Birmancevic. And just moments after retaking the lead, Galatasaray are down to 10 men. Preciado, lovely cross, and it's in from Kukta! 2-2! And just look at what it means to Sparta Praha. Back level, and one of the noisiest venues in European football is silenced. What a cross from Preciado, and what a header from Jan Kukta. An extraordinary evening unfolding here. How will Galatasaray respond? Mertens, double disappointment for them. Sending off and then very quickly conceding the equaliser. Yilmaz. We've seen a few thrillers here at this stadium in European football this season. Kutlu. He's got time to measure the cross. Oh, and Torreira tipped over. Excellent save by Peter Vindal. As Torreira arrived, one of the smallest players on the field, with a flying header. Best of touches from Yilmaz. Here is Rennes. Yilmaz has drawn a foul, and Rennes is going to be sent off. It's a second yellow card. And now both teams are down to 10 men. And Brian Prisker cannot believe it. And Sparta Praha are reduced to 10. And here is an opportunity for Sparta Praha to potentially win it. What a save by Muslera. That's outstanding goalkeeping. Smack in the face to deny Wiesner. Tete has managed to feed Yilmaz. 2 to Emmett in the middle now. It's Mauro Icardi. Is this the moment? It is! Icardi in stoppage time to surely win the first leg. Goalkeeper perhaps unsighted. Positioning perhaps not great from Vindal. But he's done brilliantly there, Icardi, to pick out the corner. And he wins, possibly, what has been a Europa League knockout classic.
A tale of contrasting form heading into this. Lens had won their last 3, Freiburg had lost theirs, and yet it was the German side who looked most lively. Roland Schalai mighty close to the opener. The visitors would be even closer to seizing the initiative after the break. Only the heroics of Kevin Danso on his goal line could keep Maximilian Eggestein out. Having weathered the storm, the home side thought they'd taken a giant step towards the last 16 for the first time in 17 years when Masadio Haidara celebrated a first goal for 2 years. Unfortunately for him, and most inside the stadium, VAR spotted an offside in the building.
Next to Rotterdam, where 2-time UEFA Cup winners Feyenoord hosted inaugural Conference League winners Roma. It was a first European match in charge for new Roma boss Daniele De Rossi, who donned the famous colours of the Giallorossi over 600 times. The challenge now to match the success on the continent of its predecessor, Jose Mourinho. Commentary from Tony Jones.
Zalewski. Stengs. Paixão, beautifully done. And the shot agonisingly wide for Feyenoord. The Dutch champions turning defence to attack so quickly then. Stengs was able to break forward, and Paixão with some mesmerising footwork to create the opening. Dybala. Pellegrini. Can't be taken wide. Zalewski available. Paredes. Oh, touched onto the crossbar. Now Pellegrini. Well, and Reuter just about getting a hand to that terrific effort from Leandro Paredes. Hansko. Hartmann. Paixão! Stoppage time at the end of the first half. Igor Paixão makes the breakthrough. Paixão, who found the net against Roma in the Europa League last season, has done it again in the Kuip. And Arne Slot's team will go in at half-time with the advantage. Textbook from the Brazilian. Lukaku! A goal from nothing and Roma level. Romelu Lukaku with the header. Frustrated in the first half with an attempt which was straight at Wellenreuter, but the goalkeeper beaten this time. Roma haven't offered a great deal going forward, but the physical presence of Romelu Lukaku enough to see them draw level. Wasn't the head, it was off the shoulder. Yet another Europa League goal for Romelu Lukaku. Hansko. Ivanjusic. Ball ran under UEFA's foot. Eased on by Reed. UEFA. It's taken wide. It's a good save by Spila. Did really well to keep out the shot from Jimenez. Such an important force in attack, Jimenez. Good work again by UEFA. Roma stands strong defensively. Jimenez, a big physical presence. Oh, it's come back off the post when nobody was expecting that. They had a good look around, had a good look to see what was on. And he saw that Spila had given him a glimpse of his near post.
Sporting have now equalled the Ajax record of 10 knockout appearances in this competition. They came to Bern in seriously good form and took the lead via a real slice of fortune. Misfortune for Aurel Amonda, who'd so nearly scored at the right end moments before. And it quickly got worse for the hosts, who'd not lost at home in 4 months before tonight. They were hoping VAR might overturn the decision from referee Benoit Bastien. Marcus Edwards made sure connection was made with keeper David von Balmus. The penalty call stood, and it was converted by Victor Gyökeres, whose amazing first campaign for Sporting has now brought 28 goals. The response from the Swiss champions was rapid. Within a minute, it was game on again. Despite the best efforts of Antonio Adan in goal, the bulldozing Filip Ugrinic netted for the 7th time this season. What a first half that was, and the second began with a bang and another Sporting goal. A textbook header from Gonçalo Inácio, his 4th of the season, 3 in this competition. So they have a big lead to protect in Lisbon next week, a match in which Mohamed Ali Camara will not be playing for Young Boys. A second caution for him in the closing moments. That's now a sensational 12 wins from 13 for Sporting.
Welcome back. Quite a night in Istanbul, where the game between Galatasaray and Sparta Prague produced 2 red cards and 5 goals, including a late winner for the hosts. This was a first ever meeting between Milan and Rennes, who, despite their contrasting heritage in European football, took to the San Siro pitch as relative equals, at least in terms of their recent history in this competition. Both were appearing in the knockout phase for the 3rd time, and both were hoping to win it for the 1st time. Watching events unfold, Sam Matterface.
This is a good run from Rafael Leao, who's away here, and he's hit the crossbar. Well, that is what he's capable of. A lovely crossfield ball by Simon Kjær, taken down beautifully by Rafael Leao. And then his shot cracked the top of the bar. Florenzia's found Pulisic. It's a good ball out towards that right-hand side, which is crossed in towards Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who ghosted in at that near post and glanced a beautiful header past the stranded Mandanda to put Milan into the lead. Unmarked, unchallenged, undaunted. But after 32 minutes, the Englishman has made the breakthrough. It's going to be Theo Hernandez who takes this corner, the first of the second half, in towards that near post, and it's flicked on and then pushed in by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. A second goal for him. Simon Kjær with the near post flick on, the save by the goalkeeper Mandanda. And the reaction time was instinctive from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And Milan have doubled their lead. And Julian Stéphan and Rennes have got it all to do. Here is Leao, lovely touch into Theo Hernandez, back to Rafael Leao!
threatening to take this tie away from Rennes. Inside the first hour of it, he has been shy in front of goal over the course of this season. But when it comes to European competition and cup games, he comes to life. That lovely touch to turn it into the path of Theo Hernandez could be stood and admired, but not for Rafael Leao, who had a finishing job to do. It's a beauty of a goal. Good touch by Reinders. And now Pulisic is away. Loftus-Cheek wants it played down the side. Gets it back to Pulisic. He's got Giroud and Leao. It's back to Pulisic again. Well, that would have been a beautiful goal had he been able to finish it off, the American. He ran a long way with the ball. Combined well with Rafael Leao. And got his shot on target. Mandanda equal to it. Game just starting to get a little bit more open. This is Guiri. He's tested the goalkeeper, and he almost got a second chance to do so. Here they come again, and Mike Maignan has had to make another save. It's helter-skelter stuff now, with the desperation to score a goal for Rennes so apparent. Pulisic. He's got Giroud peeling away to his left. He skipped past Tiat. It's Christian Pulisic, and it comes back to Okafor, and somehow it's blocked on the line, I think, by Seydu, who got back there to help out. Was it Matasiwa, or was it the goalkeeper who got up quickly? And where did it hit Matasiwa? Oh, right on the thigh. Saraspa. It was really well hit by Santa Maria. Baptiste Santa Maria with a really hefty effort. Theo Hernandez has got 4. It's Benacer instead. And he tickled the top of the roof of the net. Well, he got it up and over the wall. Getting it back down again, even from that sort of distance, is tricky. It's not a job that's completed yet, but with Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the score sheet twice and Rafael Leao finding the net, they are well on their way.
Only Ajax and Sporting Lisbon have reached the Europa League knockout stage more times than Shakhtar, who thought they'd taken a first-half lead against Marseille through Eugen Aldo after a succession of defensive blunders, only for Belgian referee Eric Lambrecht to bring back play for a foul on Alexander Zubkov in the build-up. It was 3-time runners-up Marseille who eventually broke the deadlock just past the hour mark, with Jonathan Klaus the architect for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's 15th of the season, 8 of which have come on the European stage. Shakhtar, playing for the first time in 2 months following their winter break, responded to that setback impressively. Mykola Matvienko equalised 4 minutes later amidst the pyrotechnic smoke that hung around the stadium. Marseille had won only one of their last 11 Europa League away games when Aubameyang picked up possession on the left flank and then cut in to set up Iliman Ndiaye for his first goal in Europe as the clock ticked around to 90 minutes. A valuable victory looked to have been secured. However, 3 minutes into added time, Zubkov's cross was superbly headed home by Eugen Aldo. A frantic finish that sets up what should be a very lively second leg.
A milestone occasion in Portugal as reigning Azeri champions Qarabağ became the first club to represent their nation in a Europa League knockout tie. A positive first leg result against season campaigners Braga would give them real hope of becoming the first club from Azerbaijan to reach the last 16 of any European competition. Commentary from Phil Blacker.
The clearance wasn't convincing and will come straight back at Braga as a result of that. Touch in there from Benzia. They do appeal in the direction of Morten Krug. Still the danger in the meantime. Jafar Guliev also goes down. And that's a big decision. The referee this time has given it. And this a major moment in the match.
Nearly 20 minutes into this first leg, Qarabağ with the penalty. Milan came across from Gomez, who found himself in a difficult spot. Jankovic scores with a powerful, precise penalty. And Qarabağ lead at Braga. First goal of his continental campaign for Marko Jankovic, who certainly kept his composure from the penalty spot. Can they summon something from a set piece? An opportunity to do that in the last couple of minutes of the half here. With the corner to come. Aimed in awkwardly near Kante was there, and then it is turned in by Banza. And Braga back on terms just before the break. Simon Banza back in the side tonight. After international duty at the Africa Cup of Nations, he's their top scorer domestically this season. That is the first goal, though, that he scored for Braga in Europe. And it's one that levels up this knockout round playoff just before half-time. It will be Benzia. It is straight at the wall, but surely it's going to be forced in by Zubair. He was there to pick up the pieces. Referee does step in though, and those celebrations are soon cut short as the flag went up. Not favourably for Abdallah Zubair, who took it smartly enough. They're having a look on the VAR just to make sure, up deeper ring. Here comes the decision. Well, huge moment, the goal is good. Struck the wall. I don't think there was a touch off the Qarabağ player, off any of them, before it fell at the feet of Zubair. He reacted really smartly here, just to take that extra touch around the goalkeeper and find the finish despite losing his footing. He is rewarded for that composure and quick thinking. Space for Gomez. It's a good cross in towards Banza. Cleared behind Zalazar. Jankovic still with work to do, but he did so neatly, and he slipped it through for Benzia. Options either side. Zubair takes over. He's got Juninho ahead of him. Still with Zubair. Now with Juninho! 3-1 Qarabağ. Or is it? I think this was a little more clear-cut. Let's see. Oh, no, not sure. That's very tight, isn't it? His right boot might just be off looking at that. Good finish. Juninho hasn't had too much by way of a sight of goal so far. The check didn't take quite as long this time, but the goal is given as well. And it is 3-1 Qarabağ. Well, that's twice they've seen an effort disallowed for offside, only for video review to intervene and give the goal. And there's clear daylight between the two teams in the first leg of this tie now. And Qarabağ's top scorer, Juninho, has extended their advantage. They really have embraced the challenge head-on tonight. No surprise that they've found their threat away from home. They've scored in every away game this season. They're in the mood for more here. Jankovic had done well. And there it is, maybe for another one. Yes, turned in. Zubair's effort deflected in on the line for 4-1. Astonishing. Braga partly culpable in the concession, given the way that possession was lost in dangerous territory. Zubair's effort was going in before the final touch helped it over the line. Roger Fernandez. Still going here, and that's going to be a penalty. He was caught by Mateus Silva. And in the last minute of the 90, Braga will have the opportunity to at least pull one back. It's Moutinho. It's a good penalty. It had to be. And as we head into added time, Braga have a goal back, 4-2 at the Quarry. They try and dig themselves out of the deepest of holes in this tie. It's still a long way back for Braga.
Benfica haven't lost a match in regulation for 3 months, and they're on the front foot yet again here thanks to a penalty given with the help of VAR after Logan Costa was penalised for handball. Angel Di Maria doesn't need a second invitation from 12 yards, and goal number 9 of the season would soon be his. Toulouse's form of late has been a lot more turbulent, but they look like they would travel back to the south of France in good spirits after grabbing an equaliser. Mikel Desler's first European goal, raising hopes of a first passage to the last 16 for Les Violets. But with the game deep in added time, Christian Mawissa's late challenge on Marcos Leonardo would be a painful one for both. Having been booked just 4 minutes earlier, the Toulouse number 13 was given his marching orders, and he was heading back to the dressing room as Di Maria eyed his chance of glory. The Portuguese champions will head to France in buoyant mood next week.
So here's confirmation of those Europa League first leg scores with big wins for Sporting Milan and Qarabağ. All the other ties are wide open. Still to come, all the action from the UEFA Conference League, including the eye-catching clash between Ajax and Bodo Glimt.